Hey y'all, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining me. So, we are going to take a deeper dive into my personal Pheo journey at this point. There has been a ton of talk with basically every team that I've either spoken to over the phone or met with in person about whether the tumor I had last year was that my first Pheochromocytoma or was that my second. Most are agreeing that it was actually my second, not my first one. And if that's the case, it does really change the game on follow ups and other things, and that I really, really, really should have had that MIBG scan last year. In addition to having won the chronic illness rare disease jackpot, meaning I just have a ton of rare diseases, I also have quite a large history, like from childhood, of bumps, lumps, cysts, tumors, and the whole 9 yards. Nodules, lymph nodes that were swollen, like a bunch of things. That's why it's currently believed that I do actually have a gene mutation. And I'm kind of over the moon excited to find out. I'm really almost hoping that I have it. And I know that does sound crazy, but if you've lived with chronic illness, I think you understand just getting to the point of knowing in your gut and in your heart something is wrong and just wanting to know what that something is. Like, you want a name for this beast who's driving you nuts every single day and night. There's no break. And it's just so overwhelming. And having a name, first of all, it's validation. It helps you to go, okay, this is real. I'm not completely crazy. Like, that's how I felt before every diagnosis. Like, I just need to know the name of it. Like, it just helps lift a burden, if I'm honest. Additionally, it does open up the door for treatment. And figuring out how to manage it and how to live with it, and that's what we want. I'm unable to thrive and really move forward in this season of life without being able to treat whatever is going on properly, because I have so many symptoms. I am miserable almost every day, and if it's not all day every day, I'm miserable for a period of time every day, and that's just not great. Nobody wants to be that way. So I'm working on not feeling so miserable, but it's obviously going to be easier when I have all my puzzle pieces. It will take between 4 and 6 weeks to get those test results because it is genetic testing. It might be going to California. I'm not positive. I would have to look. But this geneticist that I met, y'all, she is so wonderful. I was shocked, and I fell just in love with this geneticist. She is so amazing compared to the last guy I had. Last guy calls me and he's like, well, you tested positive for EDS and HHT. Google it. Have a nice life. Yeah. Okay. Thanks? You can't be serious. That's not professional, dude. Mind was blown with that. I can't even. Yeah, she was just super thorough. My mom came with me to the appointment. They allowed me to do it over telehealth. Like I said, she's just a wonderful lady to work with. And so for everybody that I've worked with the Pheo team, have just been golden. And they're so compassionate and genuine. And she was just so patient and was willing to answer all my 1,000,001, crazy questions. We went over family history, anything that I lacked in history, or I was I'm not sure with that. She was totally fine and didn't get upset at all, which, just really helps. The healing heart, it does help. And I know so many people said that they think a lot of my stress will be alleviated once I have that really great team of doctors with me, and that I don't have to worry so much. And when I'm not in limbo, my stress levels will go down some, and I look forward to that. Despite what so many people think, Pheochromocytoma is never a one and done deal. Ever, guys. If somebody told you that they have a Pheo and they don't do follow-ups, yeah, send them to me or send them to another Pheo patient. That's not okay, because we all need lifelong follow-ups, even if your tumor is 1,000% benign and all your labs come out fine for like say 5 years and you've gotten scanned and everything looks great, you still need follow-ups because it can reoccur out of nowhere. And researchers are finding that there are more cases that reoccur or become malignant or metastatic. My family, I, and nurse were completely shocked that this new Pheo team only deals with neuroendocrine tumors, meaning they do not see anybody unless they have a Pheo, a para, or a tumor that is related to them. So neuroendocrine tumors is the bigger umbrella term, and Pheo is like a specific one. We were just shocked though, because I almost didn't get the appointment when we called, and they were like, oh, that doctor doesn't see anybody. And I was like, that's weird. Somebody told me to call. And she's like, well, you don't have a Pheo, do you? I was like, well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm calling. She's like, oh, no, I'm so sorry. The doctor only sees Pheo patients. And despite what so many people think, Pheochromocytoma is never a one and done deal, ever, guys. If somebody told you that they have a Pheo and they don't do follow-ups, yeah, send them to me or send them to another Pheo patient. That's not okay, because we all need lifelong follow-ups. Even if your tumor is 1,000% benign and like all your labs come out fine for like say 5 years and you've gotten scanned and everything looks great, you still need follow-ups because it can reoccur out of nowhere. And researchers are finding that there are more cases that reoccur or become malignant or metastatic. My family, I, and nurse were completely I have been hearing for over a year now that Pheo could have spread. Additionally, I have been hearing that there could have been another cancer present the entire time that nobody looked at or thought of. I am diagnosed currently with metastatic adrenal cancer. It has also been on my heart to address the meaning of terminal, especially in the Pheo. Anytime people hear the word terminal, I feel like they completely freak out and lose their minds, to be honest with you. And I don't think that we as society hold the right view or perspective of terminal. As I've gone further in this journey, I have learned actually so much. One of those things being what terminal really means. So this simply means that there's no cure for the individual's cancer. They'll never ring, that bell that others do to say, oh, I'm cancer-free. There's no such thing as cancer-free. Not with this cancer. There's no cure. There is symptom management and treatment, meaning it is terminal, that eventually it will be in part the cause of somebody's death, to be honest with you. But that does not mean that there is an expiration date at all. I might be terminal, but I will be thriving by God's grace. I am determined to find joy in the journey and to find my unique fabulous as well. Pheo Vs Fabulous defines fabulous as the following. Fabulous is your light, smile, energy, positivity, vitality, wellness, passion, excitement, beauty, laugh, and how you share it. It's not about looking a certain way. It's about being strong and positive when you have every reason not to be. So we're finding joy in the journey. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for watching this video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.